Ah, boy. So... Damn it. What?
Yeah, you're quiet again, Douglas.
I said Linus isn't back really, is he?
No, he is.
Yeah,
He
he's
was...
been there for 2 days straight.
He's been talking.
Did he say anything?
School. And problems with his family. Also, getting laid. Lots of getting laid.
Did he?
Oh god, he told me about his collection.
Oh yeah, he also bragged to MacKenzie about his collection. I don't think she was impressed.
Packer, come on, man.
Knock that shit off. At least mine are quick.
His collection
Yeah, but
of
this
what?
one was building, I guess.
Oh, you need your damn mic.
His collection of porn.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's like, I suppose the guys told you about me and my collection. I was like, what?
Well, yeah, look on it this side. He's younger than MacKenzie, so...
Seriously?
No, he's
16.
about your age.
He's
No
16,
way.
actually. Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh.
Okay.
I was gonna ask that and see how old he was, but then you guys already told me, so I was like, jeez.
Well, according to the, yeah, no. But, well,
I know in, like, Sweden it's legal. I know you guys were telling me that.
That's what I was saying. When he first came in, he says he was 18. If anybody remembers, I do remember that bit at least. His Skype is saying that he's 17.
Want to talk about it on a stream? Can we just...
Yeah.
Not?
So, we don't know. That's the point I was trying to make.
And,
okay.
And point has been thrown into the ocean. Point, set, match. Okay. Anyway, as I'm going to get to go and saying, welcome back, folks, or for the first time, hello. It is I, and we are coming back to a Pathfinder campaign, but not the one you're used to. This is, instead, Rise of the Runelords, a rather sexy adventure with a bunch of sexy people in all the sexy times.
Are there going to be sexy parties?
Wow, wow, chicka, wow, wow.
There are going to be sexy parties.
Oh, does that mean maggots breeding?
Yes,
Cool.
in the graveyard. Have fun. It's right over there.
Next to them.
Why don't you and Puppy go over there for a bit?
Come on, Ruby.
Incoming backstories, Eric.
Oh yeah, of course. We're gonna start. I'm gonna do my Skype screen as always. I'm gonna start from left going right, and Akka, you're first to tell the people at home about your character.
My character is a ex-soldier and member of the Inquisition of Iomedes. And he's a blue-skinned wanderer with kind of a chip on his shoulders and a massive ego to boot.
So, like every other character that I've so far run a game for. Gotcha.
I rolled pride as a drawback, so yeah, my character is going to be prideful.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh, don't forget to mention your sin.
Pride? I think I
Yeah.
did.
Well, you mentioned your drawback. That's two different things. Anyway, so is that all you're gonna say?
What, you want me to go on a 5-hour rant about my backstory?
No.
I did do a page. You know, let me pull that up real quick.
I take it that the blue skin thing is your interesting thing. Okay, crap. Please shut him up.
Okay. I'm gonna need a taser to shut Akka up.
What?
Never mind.
But yeah, crap, you're next.
Okay. I am playing a ranger monk raised in a faraway land by his mother and father. His mother was actually a yeoman charged with protecting a plot of land from hill giants who would wander in from a set of bluffs not far off. If you would stop puking, Akka, I can continue.
It's not the puking, it's the fact that my chair actually broke. I was leaning backward.
Akka, this is what happens when you eat as much pizza as you just did. You just gained enough weight to break your chair.
No. That
Rest in
chair was
peace.
that computer chair was giving way for a while now, but basically the chair is now at about a 50 degrees angle. And I'm like, whoa.
Good game.
Right.
GG. Good going.
Okay. Let's see. Trained in the art of tracking and hunting by my mother, as well as in crafting by my bowyer father. I was also trained in a monastery from the age of 14 to 18 after I assaulted a merchant who wanted to sell me a darkwood bow, claiming it was better than anything I could ever get my hands on. Because I saw this as an insult against my family.
I like it.
But after I beat the piss out of him, he started screaming that he would have sold the bow for nothing just to get it away from him because he couldn't take its taunts and jibes any longer. Once I got out of the monastery at age 18 and had taken training in the art of Zen archery at that monastery, I was exiled from my home and forced to wander the lands. And now I end up here. After a warm send-off from my parents, which they gave me a set of new hunter's clothes, a kit of supplies, and plenty of arrows, along with the bow that I stole.
Nice.
So here I am now.
Yes, indeed. Douglas, I
Yes.
shudder. I shudder to say this, but you're next.
Okay. So I'm playing a Tiefling barbarian summoner called Raggy, who was born in the mountains. Unfortunately for him, his father and all of his family, and in fact the entire village, was pillaged and rampaged, and all the farm animals raped in the war. Which basically left everyone dead. But that's okay, because once everyone was dead, there was plenty of room for the maggots, who raised me, along with a floating skull. At least I think there was a floating skull. And they taught me to speak to insects and all of the things like that, which is very nice.
The floating skull. It waved its hand in front of his face, saying, "Yes, let the rage flow
Well,
through
it might have
you."
been a demi-lich. Or it might have been the same as my imaginary pet, the Blink Willy Mammoth. Anyway, I was slightly disturbed by this turn of events as soon as I lost all my family, friends, and everyone I knew at such a young age. And so, on discovering that I was slightly magical, the maggots and other insects, because they're very wise, suggested I try to bring my family back. But that didn't go very well. My father, Raggy Senior, I tried to bring him back first, but it failed somewhat, and he came back as a dog, actually a transsexual dog, so he changed his name from Raggy to Ruby. So now we have Raggy and Ruby together in a dead village, which is basically the story up to my teenage years when I went along to the city. And met lots of lovely people who provided plenty of houses for maggots in the future.
As I said, I shudder to say it, but you know. And the
Well, yeah, I rolled him on the table. It was your fault for making me roll on the table.
Well,
I
fuck
know.
you too, Douglas. Anyway, so time for the only female in the group to open her mouth. MacKenzie.
Hi.
Earplugs.
So, my character has to be Ipin the Ifrit, She was born in the city of Goldstar. Her mother was a fire elemental, and then God knows what her father was. The father's still alive, so she might visit him occasionally. She's an only child. In fact, she was adopted. She was raised by peasants. The adopted parents were her father was her father was a peasant, and her adopted parents were merchants. She basically had an ordinary childhood, nothing too big, but she always had a silver tongue with an innocent expression because she was known as a spy. However, because she is a rogue witch, I don't even know where she got the witch to begin with. Nobody knows.
Her mother.
Yeah, but I thought we established with her witch background it was unknown.
Yeah, I know. I'm just... Continue.
Alright. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
She's known as the lover. However, she had corrupted an innocent. Probably an ex of hers. God knows what. And her drawback is pleasure. And she's a bit hedonistic.
And?
She's in a relationship.
Oh, she is?
You said relationship status. She's in a relationship. That's what I have saved.
Huh. Okay. She already said...
I know, I did. I wasn't... Yeah. I wasn't sure about that one either.
Douglas, his sin is gluttony, crap. I have no idea what crap sin is.
Crap.
Wrath.
Her father was a horny man who liked his sex hot.
Yeah, hot enough to melt his dick off. Anyway, but yeah. Ipin also...
Smoked sausage.
Ipin also has possibly the largest bottom in all of Sandpoint. Not saying much because most of the females in that town are skinny bitches. She's got that honky tonk, ba-donka-donk. Anyway.
No.
5'6" and 160 pounds. Yet she has no boobs whatsoever.
Yeah.
So it went to its sides.
Anyway.
I'm gonna say, Sir Rick, even I have my limit at joke, and this one, nope.
Oh god.
Anyway. Oblivion.
Vadim is a fetchling, spiritualist archetype investigator crossed with, well, I'll get to that in a minute. From a young age, he was able to speak to the spirits around him, and his mother, his only surviving parent, he doesn't really remember what happened with his father, but she taught him the ways of reading the Harrow. And in a horrible accident one day, it was believed that he caused the death of a dear friend of his when he discovered his abilities as a CardCaster. Which is the Megas archetype, and he was exonerated for it. They decided there was really no way to punish him for not controlling something he didn't know he could do, and he was recruited to attempt to join the wizards squad of the local military. Unfortunately, there was a few accidents along the way. He eventually was discharged. Things go wrong once in a while. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. But his drawback is he's a little too attached to an object in his possession that I'm not disclosing. and his sin is greed. He just has to possess things.
Okay, so we need to watch ourselves around you, especially when we split the loot.
And
No, I wouldn't ever do anything against the group.
Damn it.
Insight?
I would go with sensitivity myself.
I just say don't watch the Kingmaker campaign. if you want insight, don't watch it. It will oh, I know. It'll tell you exactly how Vic plays a character. Pretty badass.
I already know how Vic plays a character.
That character.
Yeah, we have yet to see how Vadim handles an onslaught of death. Anyway.
And a DM going Shatner.
I have the faith, mon ami.
Oh, look. He's in the water again. Alright, so...
Well,
Seriously,
he is a water dick, so...
Okay, and Gannon, I believe you are going to be coming in... Oh, wait, no. No, that's walled off. That looks to be the main gate. Yeah, that's the main gate. You're going to be coming in from there. Ipin, you live here.
Alright.
And Raggy... Sorry, I know. You want to be in the graveyard.
I don't want to be in the graveyard. I just visit lots of family there.
Anyway, so this is where the airship port is. Now, let's see here. Let's go ahead and start with Akka and Oblivion with Oscar and Vadim. You both are taking a nice long trip. It's been about, I'd say, a week and a half since you took off from your native homeland and have come to Sandpoint for the... well, it doesn't actually name it. Fuck. Okay. You've come for the Spring Flower Festival, where also a brand new cathedral is going to be blessed into the town. As the old one, well... you can kind of see it on the map there. Not exactly the most beautiful thing. Used to be a White House, too.
You mean this?
Yep.
Alright.
Piece of shit.
Oh, that place.
Yep.
Sorry.
Anyway, so the airship lands. It's a little bit shaky. Looks like the pilot has yet to get his wings. Don't mind him. He'll be dead in a minute. I mean, nothing. Anyway, so you guys disembark.
I wasn't going to tip anyway.
The area is rather filled with other nobles and nobilettes, and lords and ladies, and dukes and duchesses, and barons and baronesses, and all forms of... Why is there a gnome riding on the back of a dwarf? And the dwarf's on hands and knees?
Oh, alright.
You do not see that every day. Anyway. So yes, you guys are landed, you're in Sandpoint, and you're at the harbor. Surrounded by the rich and wealthy. What do you do?
Disembark. And try to find an inn.
I'm going to make my way towards the main part of town. I have no reason to hang about here.
Very good. So, pretty much the main part of town where the festival will be taking place right now will be the center of town right here. It's currently set up. Everything's looking nice and pretty, but we'll get to that in a second. Gannon. You just got off of the shakiest carriage ride you have ever had in your entire life. And the driver, he is gruff and rough and not exactly the nicest person. Exactly your type of person. Anyway, as soon as you get off, he spits in your direction and starts to ride away. Yeah, he kind of puts you off in the poor district of the town.
Oh my god, my grandma's dying in the background.
I bet if I wanted to, I could shoot an arrow right through his carriage.
I think you should. Of course, what do I know? I'm just a bow.
Shut up.
Meh. So what are we here for again?
We're here because I can't go home.
Alright. Oh yeah, there's also a festival taking place.
Is there?
I hear they have wonderful candied ham. I wouldn't exactly have any form of way to eat it, but please tell me how it tastes.
I'll do that if I can afford any.
Raggy and Ruby.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's just state if you were actually this size, you would be a fucking giant. So, yeah. Anyway, you guys have just come in through the side gate here on the Lost Coast Road. You have walked quite a long while. I'm pretty sure you've also ridden Ruby to death and back.
Not all of the time, because, you know, it's not fair to Ruby.
But yeah, you guys get here, and man, the town's bustling. There are a lot of people around. There's so many people. I wonder, how would it feel?
This place would seem like a future maggot haven to me. But other than wondering about all the millions of maggots we could make home for, I'm going to enjoy the crowd, because it's been a long time since I've really interacted with this many people. I'll just take a wander amongst them, along with head to whatever counts as a market and an inn.
Well, as you start heading south, you do detect the wonderful scent of cured meats.
Oh. Cooked cured meats, or just cold cured meats?
Both.
Oh.
Oh. What is that? As your father looks at you.
No, let's call him Ruby.
As Ruby looks at you, I detect the wonderful scent of spiced wine.
Do you realize how much it takes to feed an 8-foot dog?
Oh, you'll see. But yes, so pretty much, Ruby points out to you the smell of spiced wine. As I can imagine the aromas. I want you over here.
Yeah, that's where we go then.
Yep. And finally, Madam Ipin. You've lived here nearly your entire life. You know the ins and outs. You also know that there's a festival today, filled with a lot of rich people.
Profit.
But yes, you make your way slowly there. Ah, boy.
Sounds fitting.
Yes, indeed. You find a natural hideaway to tuck into, and you're able to, you could apply your trade if you wish, whatever trade that is. And I'm going to now move you guys to the map. Please tell me as soon as you load, because I know that I know MacKenzie has issues.
Das loaded.
I don't know what you're on about. I loaded in just fine.
Zing!
Don't backsass me, Firebutt.
I'm not trying to backsass you.
Anyway.
But yes, I loaded in fine.
I could have sworn I heard a get wrecked.
And the first critical of the game will be going right towards you. Anyway, so you guys are exactly where you are. Gannon, you are right next to a booze tent. Get those damn cards off my screen!
Me.
Yeah. Ipin, you are currently inside of a tent. You have been scouted out by a little gnome who says that you have the assets that he needs.
Oh dear.
Raggy and Ruby, take a wild guess what you're looking at.
Food.
Yes, indeed. And by the way, if you asked about money at any point, the guy serving the stall, he looks at you going, "Oh, the entire feast is prepared by the inns and taverns of the entire town, and it's all free."
Right, in that case, we take a tech load and I fill my backpack. I don't know if there are any bones available, but if they come attached to fillet steak, that would be great for Ruby.
Oh, you can get anything you want here. Eat and forget. Eat and forget. Join us, Raggy.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I don't know why I'd forget. I don't know why he thinks I need to forget. I'll be smoking enough weed after I'll barely remember anything. So yeah, that sounds like an option to me. I think I'm about to join whatever's the secret society this is. I'm up for it.
Oh god. By the way, guys, please imagine more people around. It's just that if I put in the amount of people that the book says is around here, this map would be cluttered as fuck.
So I'm going to clean out a couple of stalls, and I imagine that the stall owners will be slightly surprised that a scrawny-looking teenager does actually eat 3 stalls worth of food, but we'll go for it, and they'll be even more impressed by Ruby.
Anyway, Vadim and Oscar, you guys are actually invited. Here, let me just move you one more to the side. There's a large table on the center podium here, and it is filled with fine cuisines and many different forms of wines, booze, beers, drinks of any kind. You two are actually invited up here for some odd reason. I don't know. It's almost as if Father Xantos is a Jedi.
Midichlorian mans. Midichlorians.
Indeed, he has a lot of them. He has all of them. Anyway.
Yep, that's me pissing everybody in the Star Wars community.
Not once I've bitten his arms off.
Ah, boy. Let's see here. Next. Oh, yes. So, pretty much, as soon as everyone has gathered into the main courtyard here, Father Xantos, who's already sadly there, he will walk in with a big, giant, covered cart. Please ignore the fact that he was just standing right there a second ago. He was not. You're seeing things. You've drinking too much. Raggy, you have eaten too much. He welcomes and thanks everyone for showing up. Ha ha ha. Quiet crap. But yes, so Father Xantos thanks everyone for showing up, looks over at Raggy and says, "I would also like to thank that nice boy over there for cleaning out the stalls. Man, they would have not been able to do, like last year, we had so much leftover food, wasn't even funny. That boy has just saved a lot of time."
My pleasure, I won't charge you for it.
Oh god, you're doing that again. Anyway. It's around noon time. he also has acolytes following him, and they wheel a giant the wagon up here, and he starts to tell that of how Desna first fell to Earth. Nursed back to health by a blind child who she transformed into an immortal butterfly as a reward for her aid. God, how is that a reward? Oh, thank you for your aid for helping me recover, blind child. You are now an immortal butterfly. Oh shit, she was just captured by Crazy Man number 43 and pinned onto a little dartboard. Well, luckily she's immortal.
Alright.
Can I make a roll to see if I know who Desna is?
Yeah.
And know the ins and outs of that religion?
We'll see. Let's see. You know of Desna as the Guardian of Dreams. Her main symbol is that of the butterfly. Douglas would love her.
And I could talk to her.
Indeed. And pretty much you don't really know the ins and outs of it. You know that most people that come of it are the free-spirited type alignment. There's also hippies here and there of them. Desna's very free-willed, free-spirited. Nice lady.
Except butterflies don't have mouths.
And how's the relation with Iomedes, or at least the Church of Iomedes and the Church of Desna?
You don't know.
Okay.
And let's see here. Now, as soon as he finishes his story, he furiously pulls the cover off the wagon. And, yeah, is anyone afraid? Oh, wait, Raggy? Make me a will save.
Oh, really?
Yup. This is specifically for him. Why? Because he can talk to insects.
Yay!
Well,
I auto fail the will save.
Well, Raggy, I have bad news for you.
Oh.
As he rips the cover off the wagon, 1,000 swallowtail butterflies swarm into the air in a spiraling riot of color, to great cheer from the crowd. Only for Raggy, it's more heinous, as he hears the cries of the butterflies, all thousands of them all at once, and it's too much for his delicate psyche, and he falls over fainted.
Oh, I was going to wave my arms in the air and say hello to them, but apparently not. So I will fall over. I will fall over on Twitch instead. But maybe drool slightly.
If my character sees this, he's probably gonna. I don't know if he can.
Yeah,
nope.
You roll perception.
Yep, that was what I was going to say. Gonna roll perception to see if I see him, and if I see him, I'm gonna give him a hand.
Huh? You're doing better than Douglas so far.
Yep.
Sadly, there's
13
too much...
plus 7, so
yeah,
20.
We can read.
I was kind of waiting for crap. I'm like, I know he's got something to say. Say it.
So...
No.
Raggy can't,
actually, barbarians start off as illiterate.
Some of us don't.
I'm gonna say,
but
Vadim, my old friend, if you excuse me.
I'm quite happy to be illiterate, but I have to change my spells and read magic.
If Oscar was paying attention, he didn't see Raggy faint.
There's too many people here.
The too many people, you didn't see him fall in the crowd, and much too many distractions. Like 1,000 swallowtail butterflies.
It's okay. Ruby will take care
Purdy.
of me. She's used to me collapsing after I've had too much weed.
Yeah. There you go. But, yeah. So, basically, for the rest of the afternoon, the kids are going to be trying to catch butterflies. And Raggy is brought to a... one second. Raggy is brought into a tent in order to cool off.
Oh no, I'm straight back out. I'm talking to the butterflies, asking them how their families are. You know, tell me. Wondering if they remember their time in the cocoon and how they felt to be born again. And you know, how does it feel not having a mouth? Which I feel is
straw for mouth.
As a gluttonous person, you know, and I know that they understand that after being caterpillars, they would how does it feel to go from effectively eating all day to only bothering with a little sugar water? And to be fair, sugar water's nice, but it's not steak and chips, is it?
Ah, Douglas, this is why I love you.
And I'd introduce them to Ruby and ask them if they've got anywhere that his fleas can find for a home.
Okay, there you go. Anyway, so after a while, the lunch rush does come around. Oh, and there's so much food. This is, like, all that stuff that was being served, that was the appetizer. Welcome to the lunch rush. Now, each of the taverns and inns of the city, they like to bring their best of the dishes. It's a marketing push by the taverns. Ipin would know this. Anyone who gathers information around would know this easily. Not even going to bother to roll because there's so many people around. You'll know. And there's so many different things, like smoked salmon. There's wonderful curries, wonderful spices everywhere. The place smells wonderful. Currently, I'm experiencing brain troubles. I can't exactly think of good foods. Everyone else, please help.
Turkey.
Tacos.
Cooked turkey, steak.
Ribs.
You already said turkey.
Steak.
Soups.
Coq au vin. We'll go with some. Because it's medieval, we'll go with some stew and some mead. Got to have some warm mead. And actually, we'll have some. You said spiced drinks earlier, so spiced warm wine, ribs.
There's a giant cooked pig somewhere.
Yep.
With an apple in
Roasted
his
chicken,
mouth.
perhaps.
Yep. Oh, the inn known as the Hagfish is serving lobster chowder, and the White Deer has peppercorn venison.
Ooh. They both sound nice.
Although the judging it's easily won by a woman named Amiko Kaijitsu, who, remarkably, she won with a curry-spiced salmon, an early winter drop mead. Pretty much everyone else, they got trounced horribly.
Yeah.
I feel bad for it. And now, it is time for the main event of the evening: the consecrate. What?
That means weed.
The consecration of the cathedral, which is, if you guys will kindly turn your attention over here, is right behind Father Azantus.
Oh, that spot.
Yeah, this area over here is the newly consecrated cathedral. Now, as he is trying to get everyone's attention, so he takes out a thunderstone from his pocket, which is kind of why I moved Vadim and Kaijitsu. Sorry. Anyone who has ever played the Adventure Path Jade Regent knows exactly who this is.
I played Jade Empire, but that doesn't count.
Nah, not really.
I never finished that.
Nope, sorry.
But no. So, as he throws down the Thunderstone, again, that's why I moved Vadim and Oscar over there, because this is a loud bang in order to get everyone's attention. And, as he starts to recite the prayer of the first dreaming, you hear screams of terror. coming from the southern part of the area. Like, let's see here. A stray dog that had crawled under a nearby wagon to sleep starts awake. Ipin, you actually can see this. It yawns. It's rather cute. And the buzz of 24 conversations quickly hushes as all heads turn towards the podium. Where a beaming Father Xantus has taken the stage. He clears his throat, takes a breath to speak, and suddenly a woman's scream slices through the air. A few moments later, another scream, and then another. Oh god, the children are screaming too. Beyond them, a sudden surge of strange new voices rise, high-pitched, uttering shrieks that sound not quite human. The crowd parts and something low to the ground races by, giggling with disturbed glee as the stray dog gives a pained yelp and then collapses with a gurgle, its throat cut open from ear to ear. As blood pools around its head, the raucous sound of a strange song begins, chanted from shrill, scratchy voices.
I'm going to realise I'm going to wait on me and clamber over Ruby to have a look for some.
Alright. Does anyone here speak Goblin?
Nope.
Nope. Damn.
So no one speaks Goblin. Oh.
Linguistics work?
Nope.
Damn.
No. You don't understand. You don't speak Goblin. Kill Goblin.
So what you guys hear is "Ok chakta tok tai, ok chakta tok tai, ok tai tai don tok tai o, ho tok tong tai o tai o, dong tai chung tai ta chung tai ta, shong tai ha shong tong tai tai."
Can Ruby tell where it's coming from?
Perception.
Yep, everyone give me perception checks. Ipin?
How do I do this again?
/ roll 1d20 plus perception.
So 1d20. Let me see my sheet here. Will that be +5?
So I got a 20 and a 16.
Okay.
Would that be +5?
I don't know.
Shit, you got plus 11. Nice.
Fucking no.
I'm
I'm gonna assume that's +5.
Does it not say so on your perception part of the sheet?
My skill mod's 5.
Perception? No,
Yeah, that's it.
That's just knowledge.
Okay.
How the hell did you manage to get 11 in your perception bonus?
Because of the nefarious reasons.
By the way, ignore this guy up here. Except for Ipin.
Oh fuck. Which guy?
Look up top.
Open Fox Wiggle?
Yeah, the one on the roof?
Yup.
Alright. So I can see that one.
Anyway, I'm going to need to get this up. 1 second, I'll go ahead and... Goblin 1, you shall be the instigator of the goblins. Congratulations. And Douglas, I'm going to have it to where you and Ruby go on the same term, okay?
That's perfectly reasonable.
Alright, everyone, go ahead and roll your initiatives. Ipin, yours is a +8.
Fuck.
So 1d20 +8?
Yep.
Yep.
By the way, your scorpion clicks its claws while it's resting in your hair.
Yay!
Oh fuck, JPEG.
I need to, okay.
Okay, so Gannon, you have a 26. Ipin, you have a 17. Oscar, a 13. Thank you. Vadim, you have a 13, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to put 13.1 right there. And then... Why did that just stop? What?
What?
I don't know.
Technical
Technical
faster than
difficulties.
because I have a higher initiative.
Yeah, you'll be 13.1. He'll be 13.2.
Okay, I'm gonna do it 3 then.
Excuse me.
And then Raggy has 3. Ipin, again, has 17. And if this thing will stop being a dick to me. And then, d20 plus 5. Okay. So, Ipin is 17.1, and the goblins are 17.2. We shall order this in descending. Huh. That was easy. Anyway, so Gannon. What you see are 3 itty-bitty goblins crawling out from underneath the cot. Yes, cot. And you also notice the dead stray dog with its throat slit, blood pooling underneath it. Poor doggy.
Oh.
Goblins really don't like dogs.
Damnable beasts.
I'm sure some dogs would use them as chew toys.
They would love to. Oh, but before any of you go...
Pussy! I'm just kidding.
Is the crowd actually dispersing around the goblins?
Oh yeah, they are dispersing. They are running. They are going everywhere because there are more goblins than that. These are just the first ones that you guys get into combat with.
All
There
right,
are goblins running everywhere.
all right.
Fucking-
That's just a yes would have sufficed, but yeah.
No, I think it's nice that we know that there's another wave, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Gannon,
2020.
guess whose turn is it?